Good morning. So this reading is for Tuesday, September 23rd. And let's just get a little bit around our past, our present, and our future. Oh, there is something that is taking place here. I can feel it right in the center of my chest. It almost feels like healing. Something, I'm going to have to keep going and figure out how to articulate exactly what it is that I'm feeling, because it's not a straightforward emotion. It feels like healing, but it feels like a wound is actively being closed up, almost like somebody is, maybe a little bit graphic, like stitching up something here, but I can feel the act of stitching, like there's nothing there to numb it at all. So take it as it resonates. I'm very squeamish, so that's probably the best explanation you're going to get from me. So I don't like to think about things like that. So let's get current energy. And future energy. Okay, we're just going to get two cards apparently. And so this video is available on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. And looking here at the bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups is that new beginning energy. Coming from the heart, definitely leading with your heart. I'm getting that activation again in the center of my chest. So there's something around every time that you step into your emotional strength, your emotional power here, it feels like more healing takes place, but more confidence of where you're going, but it's being very sure of your decisions. You're not second guessing yourself at all. There's no regret connected to whatever you're about to do, whatever decision that you've already made, you just haven't taken any action against yet. And I'm getting the sense that you haven't taken the action. It's connected to the wound actively being closed. There is a healing here, and it's almost like giving yourself that day or two in order to kind of let this really close up, or close up enough that you feel more confident taking a step, but your mind's already made up around whatever this is. You've already decided what your next steps are going to be. It's just a matter of taking them. And so when I look at the past and I see the Six of Cups, now the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's also about children. I love that. And then I get the Emperor, that Aries energy, Mars, my way or the highway. And then the Five of Cups, a shift in perspective. And so it feels like what happened here is you started prioritizing yourself. And part of what you did was focusing on something here in the past that you really wanted, that maybe you experienced at one point and thought, you know what, I can have that again. I'm going to actively change and stop focusing on the negative. I'm going to shift into the positive. I'm going to step into my own power here with the Emperor, and I'm going to bring this back to life, whatever this Six of Cups represents for you. And then in the current energy, I'm getting the Lovers. So Gemini coming through. It is about the choices that you make, but it could be about a person specifically. So if this is connected to somebody here in the past, maybe you have an opportunity to go after that connection again, take it as it makes sense for you. Ultimately, it's about the choices that you're making. Four of Swords. So there's the healing that I'm still actively picking up. And so that Four of Swords is taking some sort of break in order to rest, recover, and heal so that you can move forward. And it feels like after this period of healing, and it does not feel like it's going to take any long period of time. In fact, I'm getting at most 4 days before you feel confident enough to be able to take the action here connected to the King of Wands. And so it doesn't feel like it's going to take that long at all. Because again, your mind's already made up. It's just a matter of feeling good enough about where you are and the progress that you made that you can actively step forward. And then looking here into the future, I'm getting the Star, Aquarius energy, focusing on what really matters, your goals and dreams. And then I get the Wheel of Fortune. So something here is coming into alignment. The Wheel of Fortune, it's growth and prosperity. It's a positive turn of events. Something here is definitely improving, and it feels like it's based on the action that you're taking here. Something is coming into alignment. And then I get the Page of Swords showing up with the Magician. And now the Page of Swords it's clarity, but it's asking all of those questions. It's figuring out all of the details on exactly what it is that you want here with the Magician. But it feels like you've already been doing this work. And now it's more of the recognition that all the work that you've done, all of the clarity that you have around your goals and dreams, taking active steps to move in that direction. It feels like it's creating this positive shift. I'm actually getting like a 180. It feels like a complete change in your circumstances for the better. So let's get some additional details here. Tell me about that Six of Cups. So with the Six of Cups here, I'm getting the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a lot of emotional growth and maturity. You did a lot in the past. You really started focusing on yourself. And with that came some emotional growth. It's the healing that I'm picking up on right now. But I love, these decks are completely different, but I love the colors and just how everything is blending together, because it feels like whatever you started focusing on really gave you the strength to focus on it more, to focus on the future that you want. The more that you leaned into the positive side of things, the more that you wanted it. And with the Emperor here, I'm getting the High Priestess. So that High Priestess is trusting your intuition. What you've been doing, the healing process strengthens your intuition. It gives that voice more volume. And so when you start listening to it more, it becomes louder. And so it feels like that's the kind of growth that you're going through, being able to trust yourself, know that the answers come from within you, and just all of the strength that's coming through. It's a lot of emotional strength. And then clarifying the Five of Cups here is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is long-term success, prosperity, abundance, all of those things. It's usually with another person. It's a marriage card here, but it feels like what you actually did was you shifted your mindset away from loss into growth. You shifted into a growth mindset. That difference between a survival instinct and a thrive. When you're surviving, you're barely treading water, and it makes it really difficult to make any kind of progress because you're basically standing still, because you're just trying to stay above the water. Whereas thrive, now you've got the ability to grow and expand. You have the ability to go after everything that you want here. And that was the mindset shift that happened here in the past that led to all of the success, the healing that I'm actively picking up on right now. The Four of Swords. I didn't even get the word lovers out. I was about to say it. Tell me about that King of Wands. So clarifying this Lovers card here, Gemini energy, we got the Three of Cups with the Six of Wands. And so the Three of Cups is a lot of happiness. Six of Wands, a card of success. And it feels like that's exactly what you're doing. You're choosing from the heart. Everything that you're doing going forward, it feels like you're listening to your emotional side and letting that be that controlling voice, the loudest voice in the room. Acting from the heart. It's moving you in the right direction. So clarifying the Four of Swords, I'm getting the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is that moving on energy, moving away from the past, moving towards the future here. And this is connected to your healing. It's giving you the strength to be able to go after what you want. It's not by accident. It's all because of the work that you're doing. And with the King of Wands here, I'm getting the Nine of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, Nine of Wands is all the action that you took to overcome some sort of wound here. It's also breaking down your barriers, breaking down. If you've been in a period of isolation, this is you breaking down your walls. If part of this healing process was you kind of taking a step back away from other people, doesn't have to be a large group of people, could be anybody here, but I'm getting that sense almost like a hermit energy where you took a step back and you said, you know what, I've got to put my walls up. I need to be able to do this on my own. I have to take care of this. It's the only way I'm going to be able to move forward. That was the mindset shift. That's the healing that's taking place. And it feels like now what's happening with this King of Wands, Nine of Wands is that you're breaking down your own barriers. You're freeing yourself of that cage. It was a protective measure. It wasn't more than that. It was protecting yourself while you did the healing, while you were going through this process. You're ready to come out now. Tell me about the star. Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Magician with the Page of Swords. So clarifying the star here in the future, Magician, manifesting what you want. What this tells me, because the Magician's out here twice, is that you have, as part of your entire healing process, been focusing on what you want. And the universe here is giving it to you. And what I'm getting here, Two of Swords, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. The Two of Swords is standing at a crossroads, not really sure what action to take, but it's more of introspection that I'm picking up, because there's no outward movement necessary. Everything has already been shifting within you. You've already been taking all of the appropriate steps. This is telling me that there isn't anything that you need to do. The universe is going to step in and kind of guide you along the way. So you don't have to make a choice. You've already made those choices. This is now kind of up to the universe to allow things to kind of unravel or kind of unfold in the way that works for you, that you've been manifesting here. And with the Magician and that Page of Swords showing up in the outcome energy, I'm getting the King of Wands with it. And so it feels like any answer that you're looking for, it's going to come from within you. It's not going to be connected to your rational mind. It's going to be connected to your emotional well-being. And it feels like there is something here that is kind of falling into place the way it's coming through. Showing up in the future, I'm getting 4 days. So take that as it resonates for you, but there is something here that's unfolding. So this is the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.